You got my attention, but you won't talk. You stop my ascension, babe, with your evil walk. You confess to your priest, baby. Now confess to me. You make me so damn desperate, babe, but I won't leave.
Hey, this is Random Active Tangent. I'm Adam. I'm joined by Jen, my co-host for today. And joining us, our special guest, Louis Silverstein.
Hi.
Of Dromebox fame, Dromebox everything. Is it safe to say that you are the brains behind all of the drone stuff here?
No, I'd say no one I can share that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because as far as the techie stuff, that's basically all you, all the coding
The tech
and everything.
stuff is me, yes.
Yeah, okay.
But I would say that the content is Nolan, so that's why I say Dromebox is a shared brainchild.
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, and Nolan's very good with
people.
Scheduling, yes, the people, getting them in and out as they need to be. It can't always be that easy with some of the people, I would imagine.
Nope.
But that's not what we came here to talk about.
We were here to talk about Nolan.
Yeah, Nolan's great.
Okay.
Yeah, and Louis is also great. I really enjoy hanging out with you guys, like outside of the camera stuff, because it's just fun. We're just regular dudes, and it's. I wasn't quite intimidated at the beginning because I knew you guys were Dromebox, so just like, oh, I hope they really like me.
That's so weird to hear.
Yeah, but I feel like we've gotten along pretty well, and yeah, it's nice.
Well, and now he's on your show and everything.
Yeah.
Wow, it's like your dream come true.
Yeah.
And they're real people. How weird is that?
Yeah, right?
Once you met them, they're real guys.
They do things just like us.
Yeah. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
Yeah.
Actually, you did an interview with us like 2 years ago.
Yeah, it was towards the beginning of the podcast.
Yeah.
I had you and Nolan on. We were sitting in different chairs over here.
Yeah.
Kind of going through the history.
Oh, you guys were at the bar?
No.
Too?
No, what was the background for that?
Here.
It was black. It was void. It was
just
a
black?
black void.
Okay.
And I think that was the first interview we ever did.
Is that right?
Like, yeah, the two of us together, that was like the first real interview someone did of us.
Ah,
Yeah.
nice. Cool. It was fun.
Groundbreaking.
Yes.
You didn't even know it.
That's right. I mean, whatever. It's totally cool. Guys just breaking molds.
No big deal. Just what you do.
Yeah, so we talked a little bit about you're coming up and all the stuff, and the most fascinating thing I remember from that interview was you were like, I think we say like 12 years old, and you're calling these companies to
Yep.
like get free software basically, and then kind of re-engineering it for your own needs basically.
Yeah.
That's
crazy.
Yeah.
And like, who wants to deny a 12-year-old? Like, what are they going to do with it?
Right. That was my
perfect.
selling point. I was actually 14, and there was this thing called a microscribe. So microscribe. I'll give you a little history before like why I saw it. Shrek came out when I was like 14 years old.
Okay.
And I saw behind the scenes, and I really was like interested in how they did the 3D models because I was doing 3D modeling, and I saw someone had made a head of Shrek, and it was made out of clay.
Okay.
And it had all these square patches on it, looked like polygons, like for a 3D model. And they had this arm, and they were like tracing it, and then in the computer, there was the head. And I watched it and went, they're cheating. They're fucking cheating. Because the way I knew how to do 3D modeling was through, it's called Boolean operations. So you could have a sphere and then another sphere, and you could either add them or subtract them or take the average of the two of them. And I was making these models, and the way I was making these models was very like, precisely like taking a sphere and then like another sphere and like cutting and then cutting and then cutting. And I was like, that's how you make heads.
Yes.
And I saw them do it with this arm, and I was like, fuck that. Like, you can't do that. That's
It's a
cheating.
shortcut, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
You have higher standards than, is it Pixar that does Shrek?
it was
DreamWorks?
PDI,
Oh,
DreamWorks.
Oh. And you just at 14 had a higher standard than what
No,
they
I had less. I didn't have as good tools. My tools were
All
worse.
right.
They
Yeah.
were primitive. The things I was using were called primitives. That's
Got
what
you. Start with the basics though.
Yeah.
There you go. All right.
But I saw that and I paused the video. It was a VHS. I paused it. And I
Tracking
looked
lines.
really close. Oh yeah. And it said microscribe. And I was like, all right, Dogpile or Alta Vista.
Alta Vista.
Searched that. I found it. And I called them. And I called their marketing department. I said, hey, I'm a 14-year-old. I want to talk to your marketing department. And they're like, what? Yeah, hold on a second. We'll get you somebody. And they put me on touch with the head of marketing. And I said, hey, I'm a 14-year-old kid. I do 3D modeling. I really want to use a microscribe. Like, how can I get a hold of one of these things to do a project? And like, okay, first off, prove to us you're 14. So I sent them I had a digital camera, which was like this big. And I took a picture of my school ID. And I sent them that. And then I sent them an email with like some artwork I had done. And they're like, well, what are we going to get if we let you have one of these things? I was like, well, I don't want it. Like, I'll just borrow it for like 6 months, and I'll make you guys a write-up for your website, because they had these case studies. So I said, I'll write you a case study, and in the case study, I'll say, it's so easy to use, a 14-year-old can use it.
Brilliant.
And they were like,
That's really smart.
yeah, done.
I was not doing anything near this at 14.
That's because I was stuck in Delaware.
Yeah, I was creating superheroes that would eventually follow me around, just like my friends. Weird. Like driving, as we're driving down the freeway, I picture them like bouncing over signs and over building tops to follow me because they really wanted to be my friend.
Oh, wow, that got dark.
What?
Wow.
We're gonna edit this out, right? We're gonna edit all
Just-
this.
Oh, Adam.
Yeah. So different 14-year-old experience is basically what I'm saying. What about you, Jen? At 14, what was the mind like for you? You think?
Oh, it wasn't anything good. Probably trying to stay awake in math class. I had just finished my bat mitzvah a year before. That was a big achievement, which I didn't care about.
Okay.
But my parents seemed to be proud. And then from there, it was just like a decline. Bat mitzvah was the peak. Proved to you I could do it. Now I'm just gonna fall. And
Okay.
still falling.
You're fine.
Let's just skip this.
Yeah. So was it easy enough for a 14-year-old to use?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it was super easy. The software
14-year-old that has that kind of mind,
Okay,
sure.
okay, that's true.
I mean, me, no, not so much.
The hardest part was setting it up. Once
Okay.
it was set up, it was easy to use.
So it basically it traced things that were in real space and plotted out points in the program?
So the way it worked was it had a solid base, and the base was the origins. That was 0, 0, 0.
Right.
And then it had an axis that was a y-axis that it could spin on, and then had a piece of arm, and then that arm had an x-axis turn, and then there was another pen, then there was a pen on the end of that had a z-axis.
Okay.
And then that end of that tip of that pen was just a 3D point in space relative to this origin.
Right.
And then it had these very precise servos in it that could measure what the turn was of each one of those vector points.
Okay.
And then from that, the computer just plotted a point in 3D space.
Right.
So all I had to do was make a model and then trace it, or not even trace it, it had a foot pedal. And the foot pedal was take picture of this, where this point is in 3D space.
Okay.
And you just set those, and then when you were done with that, you had these it was a point cloud of your object in 3D space, and then you could map that and make whatever you wanted.
Wire match.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So it was super easy, but the setting it up and understanding the idea of where, how, what.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you basically lost me with the description, so I think
Yeah. Once you had different, 3 different axes, I think you lost Jen.
I kind of get it. I kind of do, but it's definitely not something I've ever had to use or experience. So I'm not even.
Take your hand. Go like this. And now go like this, and go like this. You know that the point
Did I
that's
master
here,
it?
You got
the
it.
point that's your finger, it's staying at one space in 3D space.
Okay.
But based on the constraints of your arm, your body knows that that position is the same, but you're almost reading what the angle is of each one of these things
Okay,
to
so you're
figure
saying
out
this is
where
like a point, this is a point,
Yeah.
this is a point. I want this to go here and this to go here, so it kind of
so
just.
the math would even out that you could measure where it was based on that.
Okay, I think I get it. I think I do.
Okay.
Maybe I could have done this at 14. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I remember I went to school for animation 3D stuff. I was meant to do video games.
Okay.
That's what I wanted to get into. So I was using 3D Studio Max.
Okay.
And I remember everything taking so damn long I made a can, and the whole video was a 15-second video of a gun getting loaded, a bullet flying through an alleyway, hitting the can toppling over, and it took months.
My brother did the same thing. He had this project and everything because he was a huge nerd, and he always liked to play Zelda and all these games, and he wanted to make them when he was older.
Oh, yep,
I
that's my
guess
story.
it was just like your generation because
Yep.
he's like your age. And it took him forever to do this project. It was kind of cool, but it was choppy because it was back in the day. And you see this pirate ship on this horrible sea kind of thing going on. And then you zoom out and it's in a toilet. And it's like, oh, haha, okay, that was great. 15 seconds of just ridiculous ending. And that took you how long?
Yeah. Well, my main project was an asteroid floating through space, crashing on a planet. One asteroid hit the planet, a little orb came out, and then it flew up into the atmosphere and shot a laser at the planet and exploded the planet. And then once the planet exploded, there was an A there.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Atom.
I like that. That's
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was Akira Nation. So,
A what?
Akira's the guy we had on the show last time.
Oh.
Yes.
He's here for the show that we did, Red Pack Presents, which was a lot of fun. Yeah, we'll talk about that another time. But that'll be coming back
I just
soon.
thought you had this vision already of,
Yeah,
but it was for Adam? Oh.
yeah.
Oh.
But see, Atom,
Did that catch
but
on?
also Atom.
Oh,
ADAMATOM.
Yeah.
you guys were a lot more interesting 14-year-olds than I was. I really
Yeah.
didn't live up to my potential, obviously.
Yeah, but that kind of stuff I'm saying, that 30 seconds, 2 minutes, it's months
Yeah.
worth of time. So this whole spectral thing where it's plotting things out. It's
Way faster.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I liked it.
That's amazing.
I know, when they do a Simpsons episode, that takes them 3 months or something because you have to have all that drawn out and it's screen by screen. How long does it take for Shrek or an animated thing like that? Well, let's say 30 minutes because Simpsons is 30 minutes. Is it way faster of a process than?
It's all changed. It's gotten
Okay.
way faster.
I believe.
Well, I
and-
assume everything's gotten better over
I'm
time.
not-
but
Well, no, hand-drawn animation takes a while. It still takes long.
Takes a while.
Hand-drawn
Oh,
animation.
hand-drawn. Sorry, I was
No
like,
worries.
what was that term? Oh,
Yeah.
hand-drawn. I know that one. Right there with you.
The mono.
That was 14 years old, mono. What?
Oh, you know what? That is what
mean-
I was doing at 14. It was the best diet.
No, but I believe the process now with 3D animation stuff, it takes a long time to create the characters, but then once you do, moving them around is super simple.
Okay, got you.
Yeah, so it might take months to create a Shrek, but once you have that Shrek, that's why they have these movies keep coming out because
Once you have all the points
The models are already
defined,
there.
yeah.
and it can run smoothly.
Right.
And the hair doesn't go wild or something, right? Because
Yeah.
I've seen that in the bloopers, and I think that's always interesting. I'm like, what the hell?
Bloopers? Yeah, that's a great term for these things. Because, of course, they spent 1,000 cycles to render a thing that they weren't sure about.
Yeah.
They're not bloopers.
Trying to dumb it down for everybody else. I understand
They
they're not
call them
bloopers.
bloopers. They call them bloopers, but
Okay, well, you gotta cater to people like me in the audience.
Somebody animated that.
Yeah. And then after it was animated, somebody had to
Somebody
voice
rendered
it.
it.
Yeah.
Voiced it.
So they purposely did that for my benefit. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, that's so funny, but they never really purposely.
It's
Yeah.
called propaganda.
Yeah.
Damn. Well, I'm the type that laughs at fart jokes. I am a bloopers real kind of person, all
It's
right?
the same kind of thing as they're just like us. Even the 3D animation guys mess up their lines.
They're all superior to me, is what you're saying. So.
I would never
Even
say
finding
that.
comfort in these bloopers, I now just can't. Because I'm like, wow, they actually make mistakes on purpose.
Yeah, it's just comedy.
Isn't that the perfect thing? That they're so perfect they make mistakes on purpose.
Yeah.
It's all fucked up.
It just comes natural to me.
So you're-
Always has. Well, since 14. Anyways.
Yeah, so I want to talk about this here.
Okay.
From the 14-year-old that's doing all these amazing things and brain working at in levels that I don't even
You
think
can't even make sentences now.
I can't.
It's just terrible.
That's what I was about to say. Even now, I'm not as 14-year-old Lewis brain thing and words.
Wow.
Yeah, but I couldn't articulate talking to people.
Right.
I was like, people? Computers, yes.
Yeah,
People,
like real life people? IRL?
Yeah.
No.
No.
When it came to manipulating people out of their
Oh, they were on the
property,
phone.
then you can talk away. Just, oh no, listen, I got something for you if you can give me that piece of equipment.
On the phone, they're not real people.
Oh, that's right. Okay,
Yeah.
that's true.
There's no picture. This was pre-Skype. Like, that's not a real person. That's a voice.
Yeah. You've heard of a telephone tough guy? Because you can
Yeah,
be. 'cause
right.
Nice.
it's-
That's the first form of trolling, pretty much.
Yeah.
Got it. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
I sat in on three-way calls. Like, I understand that kind of trolling.
Okay.
You guys probably took it to a new level after the internet. But
don't know.
anyways, let's talk about your box.
Cool.
I'm always down to talk about the box.
Of course you are.
Yeah, you know. It's one of the things I excel at.
Which is a program of boxes.
We're in
Excel.
Dromebox right now.
Oh, shit.
That's
A
true.
box.
And this is.
Can we think outside of it for a second?
I like to think outside of it. I like to get outside of it because it's dark in here.
It can be very dark. Well, right now it's not.
There's no windows. There's no windows in the box. It's weird.
Yeah. What about ventilation?
Box
Oh, there's
is
vents.
Kind of a dark place.
I made sure there's vents.
Okay.
I say bring a snorkel. Oh, wait, what kind of box are we talking about?
Okay.
Yeah.
Sweet joke. Ah.
So this is the Banana Caster.
Banana caster.
Yes.
All right.
The Banana Caster is basically a Dromebox Studios inside of a like suitcase-sized box.
Yeah.
I
So
thought you were just making a mold of your penis.
no.
A banana caster. I mean, I don't know.
You want to guess what the thing is
Very good.
that carries this for mobile is called? What would the thing that lets you carry this like out in the world be called? I'll give you a hint. It's got a strap on it.
Oh no.
It's the banana hammock. So the banana hammock is our product that
Yeah.
holds a banana caster.
You know, when it comes to box jokes, I'm good, but then you throw a banana at me, and I'm just like, oh my god, this is weird. I don't know how to handle that.
So we have the banana caster, we have the banana hammock, well, I should probably tell you what it does. Okay, so
Yeah.
like I said, it is Dromebox, but from wherever you want to be. So this is a live streaming encoder and broadcast system, all in this little thing. It's basically a news van in this tiny little package. And the reason we call it Banana Caster is because it's about banana by banana by banana in size. So we use a banana for scale. It was a big banana.
Some people measuring bananas now?
Oh, on the internet?
I thought we were going
measure
metric.
things.
Like, I didn't know
it's by banana.
we're actually going bananas.
Yeah, banana is the measuring unit. That's how we measure things. Because
Okay.
it's like, you know how you need a picture for
That's
proof?
8 bananas.
Yeah.
Like, what?
You know how you need it's picture or it didn't happen.
Right, yeah, picture
so
didn't happen.
Picture didn't happen with a banana is how you tell how big something is. So that's
Well, the flaw there though is you
bananas
have.
come in different shapes and sizes. I know.
And then plantain.
I know.
Yeah, like throw a plantain at me and
That's the joke.
Okay.
That's why it's so great. 'Cause
how
it's not-
curved is this banana? Does that
Banana-
make a difference?
No.
No.
Well, if you do banana by banana by banana is the dimensions.
It's a cube.
Are all 3 bananas the same bananas?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. It's gonna be banana, banana, banana. Then it's just like a pencil.
Yeah.
I'm going to refer to things in banana sizes now. It's my new term.
Just look it up on the internet. It's a thing.
Okay.
I
Well,
promise you.
Like I said, the
Please
metric
let me
system
be there
wasn't
when
working
you
out for
look
me
up that.
anyway, so I'll go banana.
When you look that up, I want to be there. Just see what you end up finding. Banana measuring.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. You're gonna find a lot of cool stuff.
That's fine. I've been to dark places on the internet. My phone's handled it well. So,
That's good.
yeah. I'm totally down for it.
Yeah.
I'm concerned that you want to see it so much, actually.
I want to see your reaction to it.
Oh, sure.
This is
That's what you
about.
say now.
Absolutely. And if you want to leave the room afterwards, it's fine. I mean,
I have the perfect commercial for this, but we'll wait until that's made.
Okay.
Because it has to do with banana hammock and this thing and
Fantastic.
banana hammocks. So I think it's gonna be good.
all right.
So
This is not the first rendition of the
this
Dromebox.
is the third prototype.
Okay.
So
Banana
prototype,
3.0.
yeah.
Nice.
It wasn't even called that to start. It was called well, there were a few names. The first unit was called the Performer HD.
Okay.
And I was told, no, you can't name it that. And then I called it, and I was like, okay, fine, you don't like that name? It's called the MBR. They're like, no. I'm sorry, MBS, that's it. Mobile Broadcast System.
Okay.
I was like, that sounds great. That's
I mean,
like,
it explains
it's
what it is.
industrial.
Yeah.
It's like MBS.
Right. The name says it all for people like me who.
Right, but I was told no. That's no. You because I have a track record of naming things horribly.
Okay.
Oh.
So
Okay.
the first thing I ever named was self-centered graphics.
Self-centered graphics.
SCG.
Ah.
I thought it sounded great, but no, that one didn't work.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but.
Right. Well, it was.
And I'm self-centered typically, so I didn't
computer
know there was a
graphics that were
graphic.
self-centered.
Like a selfie.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was
No,
dumb.
it-
I was like, that was when I was 12.
Oh.
Then
That's like-
14 is when you really hit the your stride.
I got
Got it.
at 13 I got grip reality,
That's a good one.
which I like that one. That was like
Guys usually get a grip on things at 13, I hear.
yeah,
That's
that's
typically it.
Grip and
Usually
reality.
it's banana, but
ooh, it should have been grip banana.
Banana.
That would been too on point.
no, once
Banana
again,
grip,
you
yeah.
have lost it. Banana caster, perfect.
Yeah.
I get it.
We had grip reality, and that was good until I moved to California, because in California a grip is like on set,
Right.
and you like move things, and everyone's like, "Oh, grip reality, you're a grip company." It's like, no, I do
Yeah.
visual effects. They're like, "Well, why are you called grip?" It's like,
that could be confusing. Yeah.
it was all about like, get a grip on reality because you can't tell what's real and what's fake. That's the whole point.
Yeah.
Well, nobody can get a grip on that name. So.
I have a tattoo on my arm. It's not.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you gonna get banana caster on your arm?
No, I'm gonna get that somewhere else.
Yes.
Oh, my other arm. Oh, that came out dirty too.
Yes, it did. Your third arm. There you go.
Moving on. Then we have Dromebox.
Yeah.
Which everyone's like, Jeromebox? It's like, no, not Jerome.
Jerome.
That's my phone thinks every time I say it. It's like Jeromebox.
Oh.
It's like, no, it's Drome.
Mine
And then-
goes to drone.
Yeah, that's the other one.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, you have drones. Like, no. Then what's a drome? Well, I fucked up because drome is a suffix, not a prefix. Because I couldn't get the drome.com because some French company called Le Drome that makes stadiums owned the drome.com. They don't even use it. So I couldn't get that from them. So I was like, oh, well, Dromebox, I need to do this thing right now because I was probably stoned and I needed to get a name for a website.
Okay.
So Dromebox became everything. So it was like, drone art, drone food, drone music. Like, it sounds cool to me, but no one else understands it when I say it. They're like, drone? Because drones became a big thing.
Yeah.
Right.
So that was number 3 that I named wrong. Then I have ModCon, which is the tech section of my enterprise here.
Okay.
And I was informed by somebody at a grocery store, which I went to strangle, that mods are apparently a main component in vapes. So
Oh, yes, they are.
Yep.
so
Wow.
the guy was like, oh, so is that like a vape convention?
Right. You
And
just keep coming up with names that are just
Yeah, it was
other popular things.
So
It's also if you want to switch up your Minecraft reality, you can add a mod onto it.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, no.
So I decided, all right, fine.
You
we're
gotta
gonna
seek
go.
out the geeks and make sure, like, okay, guys, this is a word. Does it mean anything to you?
Well, now we have the banana caster, which you're never gonna forget.
Right.
And I think there's nothing else called the banana caster. I looked it up on Google. There's nothing else called banana
No.
caster.
I can think of like Chromecast, but
Yeah, but that's
that's just cast.
yeah.
Yeah, I think of Johnny Castaway, old screensaver for Windows.
Dating yourself.
Yeah, I love that stuff, man. What?
So it broadcasts
Anyways.
4K.
4K.
You can go up to 4K. It's got powered XLR, so you can literally just plug a mic in. It's got 48 volt phantom powered XLR. We got 2 passive XLRs in the back, and we also have standard microphone in, so line in. We have independent analog audio controls, so these control the unpowered. This controls the powered audio. It has 2 battery mounts on the side. which are-
That is a brilliant.
So they're independent.
feature right
So
there.
what that lets you do is you would never have it loaded up with 2 batteries. You would have it loaded up with 1 battery.
Okay.
Then when your battery gets low, you slap
Just gotta
on
back up.
your second battery, take that battery off, and then you charge it. So you can go indefinitely on battery power without ever losing power.
Nice.
It also has 12 volt in on the back, so you can plug it into the wall, and as soon as you plug it into the wall, it stops drawing from your batteries. So, it's also completely wireless. You can plug it into your cell phone and use your cell phone as a hotspot, and then you can broadcast
Oh, that's
any
cool.
of your favorite websites. You can broadcast it on the next iteration of Dromebox.com. You can broadcast it on YouTube, on Facebook, on Twitch. We're working on a Periscope plugin. So basically, anything you want to broadcast on, you can broadcast using this baby. But
Nice.
here's the reason why you want this versus your cell phone. So, in college, I learned about this guy named Marshall McLuhan. Marshall McLuhan really love him. He's a film theorist, but his whole thing is the medium is the message.
Okay.
And it's the idea that we are, as human beings, that are, like we've been shown media since we were kids. Each type of visual medium has this weight to it. So when you watch something that's on the news, it looks like news because it's shot on an ENG camera.
Right.
And like when you watch a movie, it looks like a movie because it's shot on film and it's 24 frames per second. And like when you watch a soap opera, it looks like a soap opera because it's got that like really fluid look to it.
That's true.
Like
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
these things have these certain looks to them. And your cell phone looks like a goddamn cell phone. No matter if it's a good cell phone or a bad cell phone, it looks like a cell phone.
We actually
Yeah.
talked about this before, how like even though it's shitty quality, there's so much many fake things out there now with like CGI being so crazy that
Yeah.
when it's on a shitty ass cell phone, it's like, okay, I know that's real. Like that is reality TV happening now. It's Facebook Live. It's
Right.
now like
Yeah.
even though it's shitty quality, you appreciate it more because, well, damn, it's happening. Like it's
Exactly.
actually, I can believe my eyes for once,
Yeah.
and maybe not, but more so than usual.
Right. That's because, if you go back in YouTube history and you look at some of the what were called viral videos, they were actually made by production companies. They were set up and they were filmed on shitty like cell phone cams, but they were choreographed and they had visual effects in them. But they looked that way and people believed they were real.
So
because
those
they
were
looked
fake
like
too. So bloopers aren't real. And the YouTubes I used to watch, those are like
that. Do you not live in Los Angeles?
I've just been duped.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I think maybe too trusting, Jen. Too
You know,
trusting.
I just ignorance is bliss, and I kind of just.
Wait, do you think
keep
we're in
that
a
going.
bar right now?
I mean, I didn't tip, so.
Well, yeah, we got the pool table right over there.
I mean, right? I was just playing darts like not that long ago.
Yeah.
Right. I'm a little drunk too.
We're
So.
gonna need some spackle, by the way, for the green screen because of the darts.
Oh shit.
It's really embarrassing.
Okay.
You know. Anyways.
Well, if you'd
I
like
told
to
you
make-
should have bet me at 14. Like I said, I went downhill fast.
Well, here's the thing. Though.
You smoked and did cool things. I smoked and just was
I
losing.
didn't smoke when I was 14.
Well, you said you were getting high doing something. I'm
That's the
like,
Dromebox thing.
you can be high and do something? I had no
I
idea.
didn't smoke weed until I was out of high school.
Oh.
I was a lame kid.
I've always like smoked weed and done nothing. So if you smoke weed at any time and do something, I'm like, good for you.
I think I was like 24 the first time I tried it, and maybe only have done it maybe a handful of times since then.
The reefer.
I'm shocked
smoked
because you
the
seem like
reefer?
just such a stoner.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's always funny when we go to this comedy nights, and the guy, I'll sit next to people or around people that have the stoners laugh. So they'll be like, "Oh, you guys are all stoners," and I'm like, "No, I can't." But they're all laughing extra hard because they know how not stoner I am. But then they're laughing in their stoner voice or their laugh. So just like, "Oh, you're proving his point. Yeah, we're all stoners. Thanks." What was the point of that story?
I don't know.
Don't self-deprecate. It's okay. We love
Right?
you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I learned this new trick recently. It's great. So like, I used to have this little voice in my head that was always mean to me.
Okay.
Like, oh, you didn't do good enough. Like, make this thing better.
Yeah.
But now I have it talk to me like I talk to dogs when I meet them on the street. It's great. So it's like, if I oversleep.
Who's a good boy?
Right. If I oversleep, it's like, oh, you need to oversleep. Are you okay? Yeah, you're rested now.
Is it
so
like
much better.
Wilfred?
That's
like,
brilliant.
I don't know. I've never seen one.
Wilfred, that's the Elijah Wood, right?
Yeah.
He's he pretty much there's a dog that
Okay.
that he talks to. Other people see it as an
Oh,
actual
yeah.
dog.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Kind of
Yeah.
like that.
Scary. I think he has a mental illness, right, in that show?
Yeah, I think he tried to kill himself at the beginning. That's how it all
Yes.
started out.
Okay. Just looking for signs here.
I've never done that. I'm not
Okay.
looking forward to. I don't want to. No death. If I ever kill myself, this is on record now. Okay.
Yes.
Oh.
If you ever find me and I've looked like I've committed suicide, someone killed me.
I'm gonna go searching for every dog in the area.
No, it wasn't a dog. It was probably a person.
It's serious,
that
Jen.
would make
Fair
no
enough.
sense.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
A dog would make
Come
me
on.
look like I commit suicide.
It's talking to
Jesus.
you.
No, the dogs don't talk to me. I talk to myself like I talk to dogs. Thank you. There's a difference. There's a difference.
You're not paying
I'm
attention
sorry.
at all.
I don't know how I didn't follow that at first.
Remember, do this.
Back to basics.
Bring it back
I
around.
barely got that down.
All right.
Yeah. Anyways,
You thought I was be boring.
once you brought out your banana caster, I knew.
Hey,
I knew it was
The
gonna be
banana
great.
hammock is where it's at.
Yep.
Still working on a mock-up
I'll take
on
your
that
word
one.
for that. Still working on the mock-up. All
Yeah.
right.
Once I get that one fitted right, we'll.
If you can get a T-shirt for me, personally.
You want a T-shirt that says "Banana Hammock"?
Is
brought
where
to you
it's
by
at.
the Banana Caster.
Oh yeah, yes.
Oh, I forgot to tell you the best part. The software that runs it is called the Ape.
Is it?
It's the Archive Protocol Engine.
That's awesome.
All right.
And that
You know,
was
you've
well
really
before I
gotten
named
a lot
this.
better with these names.
Yes.
That was way before I even named this thing.
I mean, I see Grip Reality on here, so there has been a lot of transitions.
Oh
for
no,
this.
Grip Reality owns the batteries.
Oh, there's a company called Grip Reality, and you wanted to be Grip something too?
No, he is Grip Reality.
You're Grip Reality.
I always hid behind Grip Reality. That was my pseudonym.
Oh, is that like your corporation name, but
It's
DBA's
it's Grip Reality Inc. We're incorporated in Delaware. We've been incorporated since 2000 and like.
Group Reality is my Rat Pack thing.
Yeah.
Oh,
Rat Pack
okay.
is my.
I thought you ditched that name because
Rat Pack's still
nobody
there.
could understand.
No, I have a tattoo on my arm. I don't get rid of that. It's staying with me forever.
I have a tattoo because of a girl I dated in like when I was probably 14.
Well, it's staying with you forever.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I'm never changing. I'm getting all my companies down here, accomplishments down here, and Banana Caster somewhere else.
Wow. Okay. That is well thought out.
Yeah, I'm a crazy person.
This is great.
I'm not even drunk.
Cheers.
Well,
Cheers. Cheers.
yes. Wow. This bar gets weird sometimes.
Yeah.
Somebody just has to whip out their banana caster, and it's all just entertainment from there.
Just wait until you see the commercial that I want to film. It's gonna be great.
I can't wait for
Oh,
it.
man.
Is this gonna be a Jack Jiminy thing?
No.
Okay.
I really want Terry Crews. If we can make that happen,
Oh.
I want Terry Crews.
Okay.
all right.
I want
be
Terry
amazing.
Crews in a banana hammock.
Oh my God.
That
And
sounds
I-
appealing.
And I want to start.
Ew.
And the
No.
camera. Okay, so
Camacho.
here I'm going to describe it to you. Are you
That's
ready?
Camacho, right?
What?
President Camacho?
Yeah. So I want him in a yellow banana hammock.
Hamburger ready?
And the
Okay.
camera is down. And then he like clears his throat and he's like, up here. Eyes. And it comes up and he's got the sling with the banana hammock on. And that's what he's got. He's like, this is a banana hammock, not that. Keep your eyes up here, not down there. And the camera wants to go back down and he stops it and it stops on the banana caster and then he goes over all the features.
Okay.
Nice. It'll get
like
my
that.
attention.
Right?
I like
You've
that.
never seen anything like that before?
No. Terry Crews would be perfect for that. He'd be
Right.
amazing at that.
Yeah. And then we'll make his pecs go like.
Yes.
Yeah. It'd be great.
See, I would watch just for that.
Right.
While I was learning about the banana caster at the same time.
Also educational.
Amazing.
And here's the other part of the slogan. A banana is way better than an apple.
Oh, because of a Macintosh.
Yeah. Our banana is way easier to use than your apple is.
All right.
It's got fewer buttons.
Yeah.
It's prettier.
Way more appealing.
Way more appealing. And you can peel it.
You can peel.
Yeah. And it's got its own handle.
Oh my God.
Like a banana does.
I love it.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
You're talking about, before we start tangenting all over the place, random acting tangent, by the way. name of
Is
the
this
show.
tangent?
Yeah.
Yeah, we keep coming back to the banana.
You know, we were talking
caster.
about the medium is the message.
Yeah.
You were getting on that,
Oh.
Right.
that whole thing.
So, okay. So when you broadcast on Facebook or YouTube or whatever, it looks like a cell phone video.
Right.
But what if you want to go on location and actually film something that looks like a news broadcast, or you want to shoot like live coverage of something that looks really good, or you want to broadcast a live concert, right? If you want to do that, you usually have to bring with you a tower and a big monitor
Yeah.
and a switcher and like all this just equipment that you don't really want to carry with you. And it's a pain in the ass. It's not
You just
mobile.
use a filter these days? There's no filter for
No,
that?
because here's the thing. You don't have a zoom lens that you can put on your camera easily. Like you can't actually have it zoom in and out. If you zoom on your camera, you're using what's called digital zoom.
digital zoom,
And digital
yeah.
zoom has pixelated. It doesn't. You can tell because
You can tell.
I can tell.
Yeah, I can
well,
tell.
no, you can tell.
You-
could
come
tell
on.
if you were to watch it. Your brain would know. You might not consciously know, but your brain's going to know. Like that's a fake zoom.
In fact, some cameras have both, where
Yeah.
you'll see it goes analog zoom and then it goes into digital zoom.
Oh.
So you can tell,
I
like,
do see those words come up on my thing. I had no idea.
yeah, analog zoom is an actual true zoom.
Yeah.
Digital is pretty much it's taking the snapshot and zooming in
Yeah.
on that
Oh.
thing.
Wow.
So this lets you plug any real camera up to 4K into it and broadcast live. So you could even go on, if you were filming something on set even, like let's say you are filming a movie and you have an Alexa or you have a Red, and you want to be live streaming what you're actually filming to show your audience, you can plug it directly into this, and it will broadcast it live right to whatever platform you want.
Nice.
And it's instant.
Damn.
And you control it all with your phone with a browser-based app.
That was my next
You don't have to
question.
install anything. It has
Okay.
its own Wi-Fi. You log into the Wi-Fi network that's built into this, much like you do on a GoPro.
Okay.
It opens up on your phone. You can see a live preview on your phone, and then it actually has 2 Wi-Fi cards, one that lets you connect to it and one that connects it to the rest of the world. So what you do is you log into it, and then you tell it what Wi-Fi network you want to connect to, or you can even plug your phone into it and use your phone as a hotspot.
Okay.
And then you can control it from your phone and then broadcast it to wherever you want. And it's, like I said, there's no app to install. As long as your phone has a browser on it, you can open it and use it. So that means you can use it on a phone, a tablet, a laptop, a desktop, anything that you want to use with it, you can, and you don't have to install anything. There's no iPhone thing to install. There's no Android app, because you don't need that. Like,
Yeah.
why would you need that?
Right.
That's really crazy. Like, because I always think, okay, these reality shows, like where they're, like Bear Grylls or something, like he's amazing, but more so the people with all their fucking equipment on this raft filming him do these things. I think they're the true heroes. Like, they're the ones climbing up there to get that shot too of him.
Yeah.
And with all the crap they have to have, or we always think it's crazy when the weather people are out there like getting blown away. But I'm like, they're holding a mic and a big stupid poncho.
Yeah.
Like the guy behind them, like filming. Dude, he has a billion things and getting blown around by the wind, but you don't see him like going like this. I'm like,
Yeah.
if he just has that makes his job way easier.
Because with the banana hammock, you'll be able to put it on your back and have the camera plugged in yourself, and you are a mobile broadcast van in a person.
That's great.
So that's what this sucker is.
Wow.
The other thing that's great about it is it's agnostic. So what that means,
You touch it? What did you teach it?
well, I taught it a lot of things.
Right?
It believes in
how
nothing.
powerful is this?
Okay, good.
No. So here's one of the issues. Like, this is good. One side feature is, let's say you want to use this and you want to broadcast some type of social thing that like isn't popular.
Okay.
Okay. There was an issue with like people at Standing Rock. They were trying to broadcast on Facebook Live or YouTube, and because of their geolocation, and you had to use the Facebook app or the YouTube app, it wasn't working.
Huh.
Who knows why? Maybe it was being jammed, maybe it wasn't. I'm not going to say what it was happening or not happening.
Sounds like you have some theories there.
But we're not going into that. If you want to watch that, you can watch Truth Noir on Wednesday night.
Yeah.
Truth Noir at 11 o'clock with Norman Davis is the conspiracy theory show, and I'm sure he's got a lot to talk about regarding jamming of signals and social
Absolutely.
things.
That's a dark hole I'm not going to go down anytime soon.
Don't go down that hole.
Yeah, no.
But this is not tethered to any of those applications. We are using pure RTMP-S streams. We just directly dial that stream into any of those platforms. So you don't have to use the Facebook app or the YouTube app. You just go directly into their server.
Wow.
And it doesn't know where you are because it's not going
okay.
through
That's
their
amazing and
app.
scary at the same time.
Yeah. So it's because like if you use the Facebook and whatnot, you're basically using them as a proxy, and so whatever's coming out is going through that channel. This one,
Right.
it's just a direct.
And the other thing
That's
is
nice.
we have a
God,
service
do the
we're
Russians
providing.
know about this? I mean, shit. It's like,
Hey, we're looking
crazy.
for any investment. We have a
I think I got a 5.
last thing I'll tell you here is we have a service we're going to be providing with this called the Banana Bunch, and the Banana Bunch is a software as a service which will let you broadcast to our server, and then it will send that stream to all of the other services at the same time. So you could simulcast on YouTube and Facebook and Dromebox and Twitch by just pushing up one stream. Because the issue is if you want to broadcast to multiple platforms at the same time, you have limited bandwidth.
Right.
So like let's say you wanted to push your cell phone stream to both YouTube and Facebook, you need to have twice as much bandwidth to do both of those services because they're going to different servers.
Yeah.
Our-
You're uploading twice.
Right.
Basically.
Our service will be you broadcast it to our Banana Bunch, and the Banana Bunch will then take those different bananas and send them in different directions to different servers.
As if men needed their bananas to be more powerful.
This can be bought by women.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Not all women are adverse to bananas, Jen.
I'll strap on a banana caster, no problem.
Hey, strap it on, take it with you, and you can do your job.
Hey. I think it would come pretty natural, actually, to me. But, yeah, just a hunch.
Yeah.
I think that you're onto something here with the strap-on version.
There
You know? Gotta
Strap
think of
on
the
a
ladies,
banana and bring it with you wherever you want. Oh, I like this. This is good.
Yes.
This is great. This is awesome.
They're thinking.
Yeah.
too. There we go.
So you got the banana hammock and then the banana strap.
Oh, that's what secures it to you.
Banana strap, TM.
Yeah.
Saying.
Too much?
This is good. This is great. Like this is
Trying to get
why
in on this.
this is why I'm liking the banana theme because
It's so versatile.
It really
of all,
is.
who else is gonna go after? Like, there's no corporation that's ever gonna go after the banana market.
No.
Right? That would be an embarrassing lawsuit.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I heard about a lawsuit where a monkey sued a guy.
Oh no.
Did you guys hear this? No.
Is this a racist thing?
No, it's
Oh, God.
come on.
What? I don't know. I'm just trying to figure it out.
Jeez, Adam.
There's okay. Have you seen the picture of the monkey that's smiling? It looks like a selfie of a monkey.
No. The only
Okay.
monkey that comes to mind is the one from Super Troopers.
Oh,
It just has that
Johnny
big
Chimpo.
banana. Yes.
Yeah, that was part of the inspiration of Banana Caster logo.
Can you get that
Was it?
tattoo?
That's
Damn. Just saying. Anyways.
But there's a monkey who took a picture because it's like photographer.
Oh, yes, and he took credit for it.
Yeah, the guy.
Yes.
Yeah. So monkeys can sue people apparently.
Well,
I
it was
mean-
like a PETA type of organization,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
because the guy was like living in their habitat with them or whatever, taking pictures, and then the monkey got his camera, I think.
No.
Right?
He set it up. The guy set it up so the monkey could take
You know
pictures.
what?
Yeah.
I must have read some fake news.
But here's the problem. He was suing Wikipedia, so PETA sued him.
Oh, well, you
Yeah.
know, you put that out there and
Right? Yeah.
That's exploitation.
Ah, it's good.
Hey,
good one, Adam.
That was good. This is fun.
this is fun.
This is awesome.
So this is awesome. You can get this now, or this is still
Soon.
this is beta?
Coming soon.
Okay.
We are aiming to release the final version around Christmas time.
Okay.
So-
that's pretty soon. That's very soon.
Yeah. We have, like I said, this works. This little, like, I could turn this on and it works.
Yeah.
The interface for the app, the web app, is still ugly.
Okay.
Like, I mean, you can see it's
Keep it
got,
for the blooper reel, so I know how far this came.
but you see, like, it's got angles. I like angles.
Okay.
I'm not a very, like, soft thinking person. I don't like think of, like, oh, it's pretty. I like function.
Yes.
Like, form, like,
Absolutely. I get it.
utilitarian.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I'm not German, and I'm surprised I'm not German.
Okay.
But utilitarian, functional. The application is ugly.
But that was a Pied Piper. You watch Silicon Valley?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
That show
was,
gives me panic attacks.
that's basically the app was. Engineers were looking at it and they're like, "This is great."
Yeah.
Give it to a regular person, like, "What the?"
Yeah. So we're in the middle of bananifying it.
Okay.
What I really want, this is what I want. Tell me if this is not going to work.
Okay.
I want it to be when you open it up, it's a banana, and then you click on it once, and the banana opens up into sections, and then those are the different things that control different parts of it.
Yes. It should be. You click on the banana and the peels come
Yeah,
down,
it's-
and each of the leaves are like a thing.
Oh no, I
to
see
go
it as
into.
like slices, and like it's sliced
Oh,
up,
I
and like
see.
the different slices are like tabs.
Okay, especially just the peel falling
Yeah.
down, and then click on this peel or this whatever to go
Yeah.
to this place.
And then when you want to
Click
hit
on
like
this flap of my banana.
Yeah, banana flap.
banana flaps,
Banana flaps.
that's
This is my big contribution to this whole thing is just,
what are banana flaps exactly? That's like
I don't know, but it just was a very odd image in my head. Just the name, banana flaps.
Because now we're switching genders with the.
Right. I was
very-
thinking
this
meat
is very fluid.
curtains, banana flaps. Like,
yeah. All right, so we can make this appeal
Anyways.
to everybody. Appeal.
I already used that one. You can,
Let's try it again.
I'm gonna split.
Oh, I missed the first time.
I did too.
left
Oh.
Sorry.
Okay. Okay, Adam. We'll see.
Oh my.
Huh. Yeah.
The app will be done soon.
I
Or
like
the
it.
design of the UI and the user experience.
Okay. Yeah, it's very important about the user experience. You gotta workshop that, or what do you call it?
Here's the problem. Like,
Test market?
I have issues with user experience because like I'm a very elitist person. Like I think that you should have to learn how to use something in order to use it. So the
Understood.
user experience
Yep.
for me is like, let's make it hard to use, but do the best things.
Yeah.
But I've been told that no, you want to make it easy and do everything for dumb people.
I mean, you do. Like, some of us stopped at 14, like I said. Like, you have to appeal to all of us. And You said you
Appeal.
wanted. I didn't
sorry.
mean to.
I still think there should be a barrier to entry.
Okay, but you said like the great thing about this is how portable it is and how many functions it has and how
That's
you
still be
know.
hard to use.
Yeah, well, I guess.
Fine, don't make it available to everybody.
No, I get what you're saying because this is a kind of it's a super powerful tool and
Right,
it should be wielded by somebody that is prepared
That's
to wield it.
exactly my
Okay,
point.
I
Yeah.
guess so. Don't
I don't wanna
put it in
give-
the hands of an idiot because
Right.
Yeah.
they'll do what idiots do.
Because someone said we maybe should call it the KKK caster. And market it to like the alt-right. It's like
No.
we'd make a lot of money if we did that, but fuck them, please don't buy this thing.
Well, shit, you give it to the left, and all they'll do is go around filming cops all day long and waiting for their moment. So,
Well, they're dumb too, so I don't make it too easy for them to use either.
right,
I want
yeah.
to make it for smart people to use.
Yeah.
So, Adam, you're out.
What?
I can train him.
See, you
What's
did.
it
He's
called?
smart.
Huh?
He did 3D animation when he was like 16.
Yes.
He got that
Well,
shit.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull up that video. I want to show you guys later. It's fine.
So,
No, I get what you're saying, and I do have the same kind of elitist mentality sometimes of myself that I by and large think people are really dumb and annoying.
what I like about people that are very like, okay, they're coming into this new, they don't know anything. They might be able to point out things to you that you have overlooked because you are thinking of it from like this point of view that's so up here that you can't even bring it down, and they'll like you can learn something from people just learning how to do something. Like I took woodworking for a long time and I loved it, and when I'd see somebody new trying to do a technique or whatever, just by them not knowing and being so fresh, I would see what they did. I'm like, that was a smart way to think about it, and I never would have thought of going about it that way.
Yeah.
But you did because you have zero information. So that's great. They might use this in a way that you never did because
Right,
they just did it by
totally.
mistake. Like, oh, wow,
Yeah.
okay. You dumbed it down so much, that was brilliant.
But they can still use a hard thing and do something like that.
A harder banana.
Hard.
No, that's no, like
Sorry.
So with the UI, what I want to do for the battery indicator is I want to have a banana, and as the battery goes down, it rots. So it
that's good.
over-ripens.
Okay.
Nice.
Good.
Yeah, dumb people like me could understand what's happening.
Yeah.
So I guess what we're
The
thinking
bananas
about,
aren't bad.
we should have two interfaces. I think we'll have the advanced one and then the easy interface.
Okay.
Application or apps
like
are getting
that.
so like user friendly now that I think all apps have to be pretty simple, even for geniuses or self-proclaimed geniuses. Like it's like the smoothness of an app, the
Yeah.
user-friendly part of it. When my company was trying to go for online delivery, some of those apps were like very confusing. And the
Yeah.
other ones that were just simplified, like very basic, like step-by-step kind of thing, navigate really easy. We went with that. Like,
My issue with the programs these days is you download them and there's no manual.
Yeah.
I believe in manuals.
so, some of them come with manuals.
But you have to download them.
You have to download it.
I believe in paper manuals.
Wow, that's weird coming from somebody that's so like technology driven.
You should see.
I love paper and working with my hands and like having a hard copy, and because when it's on the screen, I'm not retaining it as much. So I like being like a part of it.
I want this to come with a manual as thick as the box.
Yeah.
All right.
And that's the thing about the things that are so powerful. You can't really dumb it down that much because there's too many things going on within it. It's like if you go
Right.
to open Photoshop and then you got like 32 tools out there. Yeah, let's make it 4 now. This is a paint, this is erase, and this is something else. But then you just weakened the product.
So the way I look at the reason why I don't like dumbed down products is because when I was watching Shrek and I had
That was
the
just a very big
primitives,
turning point for you.
I had these primitives, which were the basic toolkit, which was the easy 3D program to use. It was very limiting because I didn't have 15 buttons to do modeling. I had 3.
Okay.
And that's where I come from. I come from this place of anger of not having enough tools. I want better tools.
Hence the banana.
Hence I build the
caster.
banana caster.
Right.
Yeah. And it'll do the things. It'll do all the
It does
things.
all the things.
Okay. Well, Einstein once said you should make something as simple as possible, but not simpler. So I totally believe in giving people the information that they need, but not dumbing it down to where it then loses like its point or whatever.
Yeah.
Like you don't cater to dumb people, but
No.
you should make it simple to where
I also come from a place of I can't use an iPhone because there's one button, and I don't get it. I literally, I was at my best friend's wedding, and I was the best man, and he gave me his iPhone to call his dad when he was getting dressed. He's like, I need to talk to my dad, he needs to help me with my bow tie or whatever. And he gave me his phone. I'm like, I don't know how to call your dad. How do I pressed the button and it took a picture.
Siri, help me. Siri.
So I was like, I know I have your dad's number on my phone, I'll just use my phone. He's like, what, you can't use my phone? I was like, no, I can't use an
I love
iPhone.
when people get overwhelmed by iPhone. I'm like, it's so simple. It's for people like me.
Well, it is overly simplistic, but it's also an interface that you're used to, which is why you can
That's
just like,
true.
just blip, 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 blip.
But what does the one button do?
Everything.
Just open.
It does everything? How does it do everything?
Well, it opens it.
How do you go back?
I mean,
There's no back. There's
no back button.
yeah. Go like that.
There's
on
not
the
a button?
Screen. No, there's no buttons.
But you have to press a button to go back.
And it's not even a real button anymore. You just make it like, you can make it feel like it's a button by how
does that
sensitive you
work?
make it, but really, like, if you turn off your phone and you push it, it's not, there's nothing that
I'm
pushes.
better with tactile feedback.
It's not a button. I know.
my
Mine will
God.
be.
It's not a button.
And there's no auxiliary port anymore either.
No, there's not. Hey,
What's
whatever,
going on?
there's no CD drives anymore either.
Yeah.
No. There's really no CD-ROM drives. You just download things now.
Yeah.
CD-ROM drives.
Buy a new computer. They're still in the,
I use tape to back things up.
Oh my.
like,
LTO,
cassette.
Yeah, basically.
long-term storage. It's best. It's cheap. It lasts forever.
Do you still have
It's
to get a pencil out and, yeah, self-lubricate. Hey,
That's why I said
there
it.
you go. I
There
like
you go.
it. I know.
Fantastic.
Why am I picking up on all these things?
I don't know.
This is
Because I'm not a genius. That's the level I go to. I'm just like, dirty jokes.
There is one thing I want to talk about.
Yeah.
Is the whole net neutrality thing.
Yeah.
Because
It's like a purse. How cute.
I saw you had posted about this, and I believe you also talked
Man
about
purse.
this with Norm and
Oh, net neutrality.
all the net neutrality things. Because it's a big thing. It's coming up. What, December is the vote?
December 12th, I believe.
That sounds right. Somewhere in there.
Somewhere in.
Yeah. But you wrote a paper on it, or you wrote a paper.
I wrote a
long explanation.
diatribe.
Yeah.
It was a brief history of the internet, is what I
Okay.
wrote. Don't be afraid. Really, don't be afraid.
No.
Like, net neutrality is it will be dead soon, and I can drink to that.
Yales.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with net neutrality, Jen?
No.
They're basically the FCC is to dumb it down all the way down.
Please.
FCC
You know who you're
controls
talking
television and movies, and that's where we get the rating systems from. They're
Right.
trying to now bring that over to the internet, so the internet can be policed, but also
Oh, okay. So
It
the
gives-
Gestapo is like moving in on the internet and silencing us.
it can get there, and it's like worst phases of it.
Yeah, with all these people getting offended and whatever, and you can like get in some serious trouble when you're just speaking your mind sometimes. That's the beginning of it.
I would say it's kind of right. It's not completely right.
Yeah, the doom and gloom part of it is the ISPs then control what we're watching.
That's horrible.
It's not really. Okay, so this is a thing. This is why I wrote that paper.
Okay.
It's to explain that the internet is not as simple as everyone likes to think it is. So people really like to equate the internet to phone lines.
Okay.
That like it should be as easy as using your phone, and it shouldn't. And like, okay, so the paper that I wrote starts back in the 1930s. So in the 1930s was when telephones were ubiquitous in this country. They were everywhere, and there were a few telephone companies, and they had started to realize that telephone is very valuable. Like, there are certain companies that are businesses that use their phone, and they're making business transactions, so we should probably charge them more for their phone calls.
Okay.
And that actually was really painful to a lot of businesses because they were getting charged more for their phone line than like a house was. And the FTC, the Federal Trade Commission, they said you can't do that.
Right.
Like it's like a roadway. These are for commerce, and if you're using a phone line, the phone company can't listen in on what you're talking about, so they can't know if you're using it for
Right.
business or not. So it becomes a common carrier. That's where Title II comes from. 1934, the telecom, what's it called? It's the Telecommunications Act of 1934. That's when the US government stepped in and said that telephone lines are common carriers and you can't charge based differently on what you're doing with it. Okay.
Okay.
So weird noise.
Yeah.
Okay, doesn't matter. It's a ghost. There are ghosts here.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
So, 1934, that's Title II. Now, what is that? That mouse. Okay.
All right. Oh.
Anyway,
Oh no,
there's
somebody,
trash over there.
somebody there with headphones.
Oh,
That's fine.
weird. Okay, anyway,
Is it
sorry.
the FCC or the
FT, yeah, I mean, it's the FCC. They don't like what I'm about to say.
right? Huh.
So,
when you said I was gonna get killed real soon, I mean I didn't. No.
Yeah, like right now.
Like right now.
okay, so we have phone lines.
Okay.
And throughout the 20th century, there were different companies that learned how to use phone lines for data transmission and communication. So you have fax machines, you have teletypes, and you have the beginnings of the internet.
Right.
But the internet, when in its infancy, wasn't this connected thing that we have today. It was literally a bunch of computers that had protocol to talk to each other.
This was the Al Gore's thing, right?
This is even before Al Gore.
Okay.
So like, okay, you've all seen the movie War Games, right?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Have you seen War Games?
No.
Okay. Well, War Games is this movie about this kid who hacks into the Whopper, which is a computer that's a war simulator machine.
Okay.
And the way he gets into it is
This is brilliant.
he has a modem, and his old school modem is it's a microphone and a speaker, and you take your phone and you put it on it, and then it makes the that thing.
Got it. Oh,
and
that's good.
That was great. That's a computer talking to another computer. That's the origins of the internet, is point-to-point communication through digital communication. You're still using analog lines, but you're sending digital information over those analog lines. So the internet then became this connection of all of those different computers that had those modems, and they had this protocol that let them actually talk to each other and let you dial in without having to have like a single access to that computer.
Okay.
Okay, so that's the beginnings of the internet. And as the internet moved forward, we had these different companies that started to set up their own like portals into the internet. So you had America Online, and you had Errol's, and you had
Netscape Navigator.
Netscape had their own, yeah. Then you had like Net Zero, like
Net Zero, yes.
So-
Juno.
yeah.
Yeah.
Were these available on my gateway?
These are.
Yeah. You either get a disc or a CD.
Right. I had like
$100.
1,000 free minutes or something at one point.
We're going to get to that. So that's an important part of it. It's a very important part of the story.
All right.
It really is. So you have telephones, which are point to point, and they are literally, you can call your computer to another computer. So like,
Is this where dial-up comes in?
kind of, yeah.
Okay. Hey, look.
Did you-
I'm connecting things.
All
Yeah.
right.
Did you ever play like, or StarCraft, or like, I'm really dating myself here, or like Command and Conquer?
She's not a gamer, but I was all about those
gamer.
things.
Okay.
All about them.
You could,
I played that pinball.
You
machine.
ever,
Oh,
you
yeah.
ever modify the rules INI file for the Command and Conquer? Mm-hmm. Okay, that was so amazing.
Look how excited you get over these
Yeah.
nerdy things.
You can load a bunch of Einsteins into an APC that can now go underground, and then you get into the middle of their base, release the Einsteins. They're throwing fire napalms, and then when they die, nuclear explosion.
It's amazing what makes my eyes glaze over and what makes yours light up. It's
Oh man,
just
good times.
so LAN parties. Remember LAN parties?
Yes.
Okay, so LAN parties were a local area network, and that was when you that was a micro internet. So all those computers in a LAN party, you're all connected to one router or one switch, and all those computers can talk to each other because they all can locally talk to each other through their TCP/IP connection. Okay. Let's say you want to have a remote connection to somebody else. You have to have either their IP address or their phone number, because their phone number becomes their IP address if they're using an old school modem, or if they're using high-speed internet, they don't have a phone number, they have an IP address. Now, that's getting into your 100 free minutes. So, before you had, so dial-up internet, what you were doing was you were actually dialing into someone else's server that was then connected through Ethernet or ISDN or some other type of higher speed connection to other servers.
A series of tubes.
Series of tubes. It's series of tubes.
Okay.
So you had your phone line.
serious tubing going on. Got it.
Your phone line went from your house to AOL's server farm, and you logged into one of their phone lines that was then translating your internet connection through AOL.com and connecting to all these other websites that were on the internet back then. Okay?
All right. I just wanted to talk to my friends
Yeah.
Right.
that I saw all day and then I IM'd at night.
But you're doing it through AOL's computers.
Yeah, I didn't really think too much about how I was
Yeah.
getting this
Right.
done and where my information was necessarily going.
Well, you have to think about it like.
But that's why there's the issue right now.
Like if that was the Facebook, if you want to do
Facebook.
messaging.
The Facebook, yeah.
Okay, sorry.
It's the same thing.
Hey, he
Facebook.
doesn't smoke the pot either.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, that's where he's at.
If you want to message people within Facebook, you got to go to facebook.com, and so
Right.
that's what's happening. You're logging in to this place.
Right.
Now you're part of this family, and you communicate with everybody else that's on that.
Right.
So that's basically what you're doing with the phone lines.
But
You're
you're
calling in.
trusting that phone line with your information essentially. I mean, it's going to.
Well, it's
the
encoded, so you're not really trusting them with anything.
Oh, thank God, because there were some confidential things when I was 14 that I was saying over.
Yeah, I mean,
I am, and
Yep.
just wouldn't want that to come back for when I, run for
actually
office.
back then it was not encoded. It was encoded but not encrypted, so you probably are shit out of luck.
Right. Hopefully somebody didn't record it on tape somewhere.
Oh, it's on tape.
Have it.
It is on tape.
Oh shit.
Oh man.
So,
Stress me out.
okay. So ISPs.
Tubing and all that.
Tubes.
Yes.
Tubes. The internet is a series of tubes.
Series of
And you
tubes.
can't just dump a bunch of garbage into the tubes because you'll clog them up.
Okay.
That metaphor is great. He thought it was a great metaphor. People just made fun of him because they didn't understand that it was a great metaphor.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you have to
Series
be a
of tubes.
genius, obviously.
No, you just read my paper. Just read the paper. You'll get it. I'm telling you what the paper says now. So,
I didn't think there was paper out
there's
there.
a paper.
No, the paper they wrote.
I wrote.
Oh, your paper.
It was digital. It wasn't analog.
Oh.
You can print it. You can print it.
Yeah, but yeah.
Oh, sweet. Okay. Then I might read
It
it.
actually looks way better if you print it, because if you read it on the screen with the way Google formatted it, it's ugly.
What is with you and the ugly,
Ugly.
applications and all that?
I just like ugly things. Wow.
We're getting along great then.
So, ISPs.
Oh, Jen.
Internet service providers are the companies that have agreements to share their information. But they actually don't. They actually aren't the companies that share the information. There's a thing called the backbone. The backbone of the internet is a collection of different companies and entities that own fiber optic cables that go across the United States and connect these different major hubs of networks. Okay?
Okay.
So the ISPs have agreements with these backbone providers to talk to each other and share their information.
Okay.
Okay. This is way more complicated than phone lines. Like, phone lines have connections between different companies, but like, if you want to make a phone call to Adam, your carrier.
Never.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
If you want to call me,
we did text
Oh,
messages.
okay.
Oh.
We like ugly things.
our carriers are probably different,
Okay.
maybe,
Yeah.
and
T-Mobile.
AT&T.
Yeah.
So T-Mobile and AT&T, they've had this agreement that they're going to connect your phone line to my phone line, and that's a
okay.
single connection, and that's a peer-to-peer. It's called a unicast.
They have that agreement, but then when I jailbreak my phone, all of a sudden,
That's actually not part. That's different.
yeah.
We'll get there.
That's, yeah, it's an end user
Yeah.
thing.
No. Whatever.
So,
I guess I'm not making connections anymore. Yeah, there was a brief moment there.
You peeked out already.
Everyone thinks the internet works like these phone connections.
Right.
But they don't, because you're not connecting to like one place. You're connecting to all these places really
Well,
quickly.
I assume when like my IP address can like change a whole bunch of times depending on the route I'm using to
Yeah.
get somewhere.
Right.
Like I assume whatever connection I'm doing, it's going through India, China, whatever,
Yeah.
and then going somewhere,
Yes.
and I'm untraceable at some point because
Well, you got to use
really.
When I
like proxy
wanna-
servers for that kind of thing. If you want to hide yourself, it's a whole different thing. Yeah.
But like I know like you can, or
yeah.
I know like I want to protect my IP address when I'm downloading illegal porn. No, I'm just kidding. And no, it was just a bunch of crap on
Illegal
LimeWire that
Illegal. Oh, LimeWire
like
was-
Beyonce and Britney Spears.
LimeWire, wow. I haven't done that in a while.
How to get my free music?
Do you still have LimeWire?
No.
Okay.
That destroyed a
was
computer
concerned.
long ago.
Yeah,
Was it
it's
a-
like giving your computer AIDS. It's like, ugh.
Or Morpheus
It's
was the
Sacrifice
other
it.
one. Kazaa. I think.
Kazaa.
Oh, Kazaa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bear
Dude, it
share.
was like Napster was awesome, and then that guy fucking just took the fall, and then all these other companies came up, and I'm like, oh, why did the Napster guy get so fucked? And then LimeWire and Kazaa, like,
Yeah.
they just.
Was Kazaa
Took
a
over.
donkey?
I don't even remember. I remember
were
I
email
had
things?
Kazaa, I had Morpheus, I had LimeWire. There was also an after,
no.
and then now it's all just torrents.
Oh, right.
Okay, so that's peer-to-peer.
Yeah.
So those were peer-to-peer. That was when one connection went to the other, like a phone line.
Okay.
Okay? So, here's the problem. The internet used to go through these ISPs through your phone line connection.
Okay.
Phone lines are Title II, and they are public utility. So the companies can't charge you to use that phone connection to dial on the internet. So if you have AT&T back in the day, you had 2 phone lines at home, one for your internet and one for your phone. Otherwise,
If you're privileged,
Yeah.
otherwise it was like, hey, I'm on the internet, nobody can use the phone for a while. Like,
Right.
oh,
Exactly.
Sorry,
that really sucks.
that's in Delaware. I had phone lines.
My dad was rich. He just was cheap with like the phone line.
So so you have 2 phone lines, and one's dedicated to the internet, and one is for your phone.
Or
Okay?
or a fax machine.
Right. But here's the thing. You have the 100 free hours. Right? You have 100 free hours.
What a great
available.
deal that is.
Why are they giving you minutes if your internet connection is unlimited through your phone line connection? Because you're using their servers.
Yep.
You're using their servers and their network to connect to other networks.
I'm just a little pawn, aren't I?
Yeah.
They're just so alluring, you know? I said 100 free minutes, I'm Jewish, free. It's just sound like a good deal. I want to talk to people.
It's a good deal.
So
I wanted to cut out my phone line so I could then just type to I am friends.
that's a really important part of this. Okay. So most of the connections were going over phone. But phone is made of copper. And the maximum frequency that you can vibrate copper at lets you send a digital signal at about 56 kilobytes per second.
Is that fast?
No.
Oh.
Okay.
56
Good
kilobytes
God.
is less than half of a floppy disk per second.
Shit.
Okay.
Should I not be using floppy disk anymore?
Your phone probably has about 320 floppy disks that you could fit on
How
it.
many bananas is that?
It's a lot of bananas. You ever
Try to put this in terms that I
You ever
understand.
tried to send messages with bananas? Shit's bananas. B-A-N-A-N-S.
I mean, I think it'd have like a
It's
good,
bananas.
you know, kind of.
They have range.
Right. Yeah.
I always want to do a commercial for like slow internet with pigeons and flash disks, and like this guy like
Oh, you carry a
releasing
pigeon?
pigeons. It's like it's faster than your phone at home. It'll get there, and then I want to see like the guy get shit on. Like,
Nice.
it'd be great.
That would be great.
It would.
I like it. You know,
Thanks for the wedding pictures.
your mind seems like a scary place to be, but also
Great place. Could
there's
you
some
imagine?
gold there. I can see it.
Eventually, we'll take a banana caster and tie pigeons to it, and then go boom, and the pigeon just go.
Perhaps 2 pigeons carried it together.
Yeah. No, it's not gonna work. We're gonna need like a flock.
Yeah, or maybe some twine.
Wow, the geniuses here. Okay.
It's Monty Python joke.
Well, yeah.
How would you get the coconut?
Yeah.
I remember that
Are you
part.
suggesting coconuts migrate?
You know, I watched that movie like once, but every nerd at my school had watched it like 10 times. And then
Yeah.
every time I try to watch it with them, oh, this is a great part. And I'm like, oh, dude.
Those guys are assholes.
Well, you
It's
know,
unfortunate.
it was. But I really did enjoy the coconuts. That
It's not a horse. It's a coconut.
Message for you, sir. Oh, damn it. Okay.
Okay.
It's good stuff.
Moral of the story.
Yes.
The internet is way more complicated than phone lines.
Yes.
It's more complicated than what you just described. Like it's
Even more.
More.
Yeah.
Oh, I can go on for about another half hour and give you way more information.
Oh no, I'd tap out way sooner than that. You could not
But
actually.
here's the thing.
You would just
could
add it
be.
to your little.
You couldn't do that. Jen would no longer be here for
Here's the
that.
problem.
Right. Yes, I do have a limit. You've been testing that limit,
Yeah.
but
No,
I've kept right there with you.
I'm fascinated.
ISPs are not the internet. ISPs are what are called the last mile. So ISPs like Comcast and Spectrum and all the names you hate, those are the companies that own the internet connection that goes from your house to the backbone. Okay. They own that. Net neutrality was its attempt to try and make it so that they couldn't meter what you were using your connection for.
Okay.
Okay, here's the problem. The internet, those connections, they spent billions of dollars to install those lines into your houses and make cable work. Telephone systems, when they were installed over the course of the 20th century, were funded by the US government, and they're not owned by the companies that own them. They're owned by the people. So they're common carrier. The
Okay.
companies that run them are telephone companies. They don't really, they used, what's that called when you build a highway through somewhere?
Not bypass.
No. When you take over the land. Something
domain. Something domain.
Eminent domain.
Eminent domain.
Yeah. They used eminent domain to build these
I was just
phone
thinking
lines.
Chino and how there's no more cows. And
Eminent
that
domain.
looks like it. Eminent domain. That's what that's called.
Yeah.
Okay.
The companies that built cable networks didn't use eminent domain. They licensed from municipalities the right to install those cables. Okay. So, I mean, capitalism is where we live. We live in a capitalist country. We're not in a socialist country. They own those things. They invested in that infrastructure to put it in there. Net neutrality was an attempt to say, you can only use this the way the government tells you you can use it. If anybody is going to use it, they all get equal access to it, which isn't the way our country works, nor the way the internet works. The internet so the internet was never run by the FCC. The FCC is the ones that are in charge of the electromagnetic spectrum. So the FCC was established to have eminent domain over electromagnetic spectrum, which is broadcast. You know what the electromagnetic spectrum is?
Purples and reds.
Okay. Everything in this universe is in the electromagnetic spectrum, but all communication is between a certain megahertz range and a certain gigahertz or theta hertz range. It doesn't really matter. It's a range of frequencies that
You
are there.
learned this at 15, didn't you? I was so tuned out by then.
Okay. So,
But some of it's like familiar.
okay. So you must have had a cordless phone when you were growing, like at some point in your life, right?
I did.
And they were
yes.
2.4 gigahertz.
No idea.
Okay, fine.
I was able to call my girlfriends in three-way and on the phone to
Oh,
Three on the
TMI.
phone?
TMI,
Okay.
man. Hey, yo. Look at you. Three-way.
Start with the
damn.
900 numbers and then it's got more
And the party
intense.
lines. Party lines are basically how the internet's working. You're calling
That's
into
right. You know
a
what?
party line.
I thought
No,
about
it's
that
not.
too.
No?
No, because a party line is what we call a multicast. So multicast is when you take the same packet and replicate it multiple times for multiple users. The internet is not multicast because multicast would make the internet efficient, and that would be less money for the internet providers and the backbone.
Okay.
So
Dude, he's smarter than you.
Yeah, no shit. He's got a fucking banana caster.
The man who holds the banana caster holds
me.
the power.
this is great. This is entertainment.
Yes.
I like it.
We're sitting in a bar talking technical things.
Right?
That's what's happening.
You mean you have the really simple person? I thought you were smart until
You have this
just
on
a
lock.
moment ago.
You got this.
Yeah.
I know, I'm trying.
You're doing great. You're following.
Right.
I can see the hamster wheel going. It's not dead yet.
It's the beach
Yeah,
ball,
it's like
or
a
it's the
little
hourglass.
tambourine too.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
It's doing great.
It's the hourglass spinning.
Hamsterdance.com?
No.
You remember Hamster Dance? You know Hamster Dance?
Hamster dance?
Yeah.
Man, I miss some quality internet.
That sounds like Popeye.
It was a bunch of hamster gifs all dancing to this one song.
Is that right?
Yeah, I had
And
a
then
lot of
s-
girlfriends in high school. Just curious. I mean,
They
this is
all
why
lived
people
in
got things
Canada, all right?
accomplished.
They all lived in Canada.
I did not have a girlfriend on the internet, thank you.
I did.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What's her name?
I want to say Kimberly.
She probably lied.
She was
What was
from.
I'm sorry, what was his name? Kimberly?
What chat room was he on?
It was AOL chat rooms. It was actually AOL chat rooms.
Yeah.
Did you ever talk to him on the phone?
No. I can't afford that kind of long distance call. She was living in like Kentucky or something.
That's what she said. I said a lot of things too in those chat rooms that were not true.
Man.
And I apologize for anybody that met Kendra at 22.
Oh.
You know.
All right.
Wherever I said some exotic place,
All
I'm
right.
sure.
No, Kendra's a good name.
Yeah.
You know, I tend to
was
use
your
that one
alias?
sometimes. It was more so Cassandra a lot too. I don't know why.
That's on your FBI record, I know. or your NSA record, it's like also goes by Cassandra.
Aliases.
Yeah.
Man, I wish I had secured all my tubing a long time ago.
I have a great idea for a firewall commercial. I wanted to make it for Norton back in the day.
Okay.
It was
Alright.
going to be you take your computer, and somebody's got a computer, and then they take a condom and put it on the phone line, and they plug it into their computer.
On a Cat 5 cable?
Yeah. And it's like Norton antivirus. And then and then there was going to be like this really gross like,
I love when a genius mind and a dirty mind just come.
oh, wait, just
great.
wait for it. Here's the punchline.
Okay.
And then it was gonna be a guy, he looks up and he sees this like really ugly stripper like beat. Like
Cassandra
she's-
probably.
Okay.
She's just old and gross, and you know she's got like, and like a crab falls out of her pants. And it goes, you wouldn't go there without protection, nor an antivirus.
I like it. That works on a lot of levels.
It really does.
Levels that people can relate to.
Yeah, especially the full-size crab falling out of the, yeah.
But you know, the person that has gone there without a condom, like they just feel bad. You wouldn't go there without a condom. Oh,
Yeah.
I did.
I think those vengeful assholes were like, yeah, I got it. I'm giving it to everybody.
Wow.
You can't judge me now, can you?
Yeah. Now we're the same.
Oh man.
That got dark.
This conversation goes from genius to
Yeah.
real
No,
like
this is great.
phallic. Like
This is
top of the
fantastic.
hat.
So net neutrality is going to be over,
Okay.
and
By the way, net neutrality is this like
it's a farce.
Okay, but what about like places like China, where they have the Great Firewall of China?
It's different. It has nothing to do with it. Okay, net neutrality is a great marketing name. It has
Okay.
nothing to do with the internet being neutral. It was all about companies not even companies, ISPs, last mile,
Okay.
not being able to throttle content based on where it was coming from.
Is it like North Korea, their internet? Obviously,
No, that's
they can't
censored.
access
That's
other
censored
things.
versus throttled. Okay, this all
I'm
comes
trying
from.
to simplify it.
I know,
Yeah.
I know.
My own understanding.
Here's the
Right.
issue.
No,
I'm a little off, I'm
for the
sorry.
listeners, you understand this for sure, but for the listeners out there,
Yes, that's who I'm doing it for.
thank you. You're very considerate.
Or my bartender.
Are you
who's
familiar
the
with
audience.
the whole idea of like back a few years ago, Netflix was being throttled in New York City? They were getting low quality Netflix.
That sucks.
Oh, it's horrible.
It is, yeah.
Right?
How does anybody live that
Bad.
way?
How do you live without
Dude,
low
buffering, I want to like kill myself.
I used to load porn and it would go line, crash,
Right.
reload, line, nipple. Oh yeah, line, pixel. Oh, come on, it's censored? Come on. Like,
I was
I
almost
waited
there.
20 minutes for this.
Right.
One image to load.
right. And people are complaining about like standard definition Netflix. Go fuck yourself. Like really. Like I used to go to the video store and there were a finite number of videos. We
Yes.
watched all of them. We watched all the videos in the video store. That's why Nolan and I made this place, was because we watched all the videos. Even the bad ones. You know,
Oh, man.
we watched what's that cowboy? Midnight Cowboy. Thinking it was a Western. It's not a Western. You know what Midnight
How
Cowboy is
deceiving.
about?
Is this another racist thing?
No, Midnight Cowboy it's about a gay prostitute in New York City.
Wow, Samsonite. That's way off.
Didn't. Good reference. Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
You know Samsonite?
No. Like the luggage
Dumb and
company.
Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber.
Dumb and Dumber. Samsonite. I was
Yeah,
way
what was her
off.
name? Slappy, Swanson.
Wow.
Check the briefcase. Samsonite. I was way off.
You know Samsonite's the name of a company.
Well, I
that makes-
said
Yeah.
the luggage company.
Right.
Yeah.
I knew that
You got it,
part.
you got it.
So
Sorry,
you-
my
you-
Dumb and Dumber references stopped like quite a while ago.
Got like the pole at, stuck. Don't lick a pole. It's not good.
Don't- I don't think you have to worry about her looking at the polls.
It's banana caster. If you do, use a banana caster.
Not even tempting to me.
Okay.
Right, maybe the banana
Maybe
caster.
like a banana instead.
The one that straps on.
Yeah, save a
Perhaps.
pole like a banana. That's the.
Save a pole like a banana. Oh, I'm stealing that. That's good. I like that. Taking that one.
Nice.
Oh damn it! This has been a lot of fun, man.
This is awesome.
Good times. We keep threatening to hang out and have drinks. And
I know, we're doing it now.
We're finally doing it.
Cheers.
Oh, so
Yeah, I'm
good.
You
here
want
too.
one? Yeah.
Oh, hey, Jen.
Yeah.
This is fun. Are we done? Is that what you're? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I
being
think we're gonna start
threatened with a
winding
good time
down
like this
here.
is
We're oh yeah, we're well over an hour for sure.
Oh, wow.
But
And
yeah, so
my eyes didn't glaze over very much with all this talk.
no,
You're pretty good. Adam, he makes my eyes glaze over so hardcore
Yeah,
with
I-
some of his
you
nerd
know,
talk.
I tend to go deeper into things I should. I get excited.
Wait.
Oh.
That's it's a problem too. I mean, I've heard that can hurt.
It's fine. I use protection. I got Norton antivirus.
Oh man.
Yeah. All
They
right.
should make condoms.
Norton. Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
But they're not Norton anymore. They're Semantics.
Semantic, that's
that
right.
even sounds like a condom company. Semantics. We
Banana
make
Caster
latex.
sounds like a condom company, honestly.
Ooh, maybe we can have a promotional. We'll issue it with condoms.
There we go.
Because people, no, wait, but they'll never use them. People who use a banana caster are never going to get laid.
But unless they're shooting
You'd
porn or
find out.
something, maybe it's an on-location porn type of thing.
We'll have to call it something else then, because
Yeah.
we can't muddy the brand.
Right.
Well, you name your company Banana Caster and it has a banana hammock. I mean,
Yeah.
what are you going
Yeah.
for?
What are you implying?
I just didn't know, like, the extent we could take it. So if there's some boundary there that I'm missing, you just keep me on track.
Wait, I'm confused.
How dare you, Jen?
Okay. Okay.
You say it's sexual?
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
All right.
So the Banana Caster coming out soon in the December-ishes. Yep. So look for that. That'll be on, as soon as there'll be information on that on Dromebox.com.
Bananacaster.com.
Bananacaster.com.
Bananacaster.com is ours, and it will be up very soon.
Fantastic. So
How many Bitcoins does that cost?
We don't trade Bitcoin. That's not real money.
Sorry, I just got that vibe that was going to be an acceptable form of currency here.
No.
how about Cooper coins?
We take banana coins.
Okay, banana coins.
We're gonna have our own
How many bananas
cryptocurrency.
does that cost?
Oh, if you want to buy it bananas, it's a bunch of
It's
bananas.
a bunch.
Oh, okay. Can I throw a plantain in? No.
It's not real currency.
Can you break a plantain?
That's not real. That's not real. Come on, bananas are real.
Yeah, plantain. What the?
Plantains. That's like
You know
Mexican
how crazy you
money.
Once
sound right
again,
now, Jen?
I am just trying to find out what the hell's going on.
It's like Canadian dollars. They don't translate properly.
It's even called loony.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I think this is a good place to end.
Lewis, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so
you.
much for hanging out and joining us.
Thank you much.
Your Banana Caster talk has been a pleasure.
Yeah, so Dromebox.com for all the things that are happening around here. Turns out that's where we're streaming live at this very moment. It's second and fourth Fridays when we're here doing our thing, the Rat Pack Productions. Along with Rat Pack Presents, which we'll be getting more into. I think the next show is going to be sometime in January, where it's a musical kind of thing that we had a lot of fun doing. Thank you for helping out with that, Jen.
Oh, I helped out with something?
Yeah, you were.
Oh, I was here.
Yeah, you were here. You were helping. It was nice. It was good times.
I try.
Did great.
Yeah, yeah, it was amazing.
Okay. Sometimes I'm unaware.
Yeah, a lot of good things coming out. Thanksgiving literally just passed, so
It did.
It's dead now.
Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy Hanukkah.
Oh, I think you.
Oh yes, to the two of yous, and New Year's and things. All this stuff's happening.
Just happy life.
Yeah, but bananacaster.com up very soon. Ratpack.productions is our website. Thanks for supporting. Thanks for hanging out and just bullshitting with us as we're here at the bar enjoying ourselves.
If you lasted this long,
Yeah.
congratulations.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yes, wow.
Yep. So Ratpack.productions for the website. Send us emails, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. It'll be down here once all gets
Right here?
post-production.
Okay.
It kind of slides in, stays for a minute, slides out.
All right.
Let's talk about the title card, by the way. The sliding in.
It slides in, slides out.
Banana Caster, everybody.
Okay.
Let's go.
That's a good bunch right there.
Yeah, it's a great bunch. Oh, we have to do quality control and test the bunches.
Oh, that's a soft one. That one's not quite ready.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Appreciate it.
Where is this bartender? She needs to clear this up.
I don't know why she's been giving you these anyways. Haven't you been asking for just shots?
I have.
I heard that. I heard shots only, and then you get cider. This is an outrage.
It is an outrage,
crazy.
but they probably know I can only handle so much.
Let's get some Jaeger bombs.
Oh, yes. Can we Jaeger bombs?
That'll be Blackout Nation.
Only if you're 21 and over. Blackout Nation. Yeah, that's cool.